What's good, YouTube? My name is Glow Gringy. Welcome back to another video. As you saw by the title, today we're going to be discussing the art of longevity. I think yesterday I was trying to go to bed and I couldn't sleep, so I just pressed record. I was on voice memos and I just pressed record, and I was like, all right, let me just talk about something. And then the idea popped up in my head: longevity. My whole ideology on life is based on how long can I go for. For example, when I'm in the gym and I'm busting out fucking bench press or some shit, I don't know, it's about how many reps can I do before my muscles fucking explode. When I go outside for a run, it's about how long can I run before my fucking legs fall off. When you see David Goggins run, it's never about how fast he ran. It's about how long he ran for. That motherfucker runs for days, brother.
When you're running, you run for hours. Days. What days?
Like, it's insane. So I feel like longevity creates a sense of comfort. So, and everyone wants to feel comfortable, right? Everyone wants to feel like, yo, when I wake up in the morning and I do what I have to do, and I do what I have to do for a consistent basis, then I get a sense of security, because I've built that armor for myself for so damn long that you can't just knock me off. You can't just knock me off anytime you please. First of all, longevity is earned through time, dedication, and longevity is a result of not letting your competition hinder you or stop your success, stop your momentum. Everybody's competition is different depending on what your goal is. I like to use me as an example. I'm an artist. I make music, and when I was first starting out, I was really like a young nigga. I was in high school, and like niggas used to fucking flame my shit, bro. I ain't even gonna sit here and cap, bro. Niggas used to flame my shit, bro. And fast forward to today, this could really be a whole separate story, to be honest. But fast forward to today, I'm still making music. I did not let the hate consume me. I did not let people's opinions consume me. That was my competition. People's opinions, people's the way people looked at me. That was my competition. If I let these people shy me out of dropping music, there would be no longevity. There would be no longevity because I would have stopped. And back to what I was saying, how longevity commands respect. Take LeBron, for example. When that nigga left Cleveland, they flamed him. They were burning his jerseys, brother. They flamed that nigga. Fast forward to 2026. They glazed that nigga. They glazed that nigga to the point where it's kind of zesty, to be honest. They glazed that nigga. Niggas used to diss that nigga. But what you want to know why? Because of his longevity. He's been doing the same thing at a high level for so long that you can't even hate on the nigga no more. He's won championships, MVPs. Like, I don't even like can you even hate on a nigga like that? I feel like that's how it came to that, because of his longevity. If imagine he had left the NBA as like around the time where he left Cleveland. Imagine he had retired around the time he left Cleveland. They still would have been on his ass. They would have been like, nigga, you was a bitch, nigga. Yeah, we glad you outside the league, nigga. You was a bitch. All of that momentum would have been shattered. Longevity forces you to look at reality in the face. Because if something ain't working, if I'm dropping YouTube videos and something ain't working, I gotta find a problem, or else I won't stand the test of time. My competition is everybody else who's dropping videos like me, everybody else who's in the same niche. That's my competition. That's why I'm always like, yo, we're going to war. We're going to war. That's why I always say, yo, we're going to war, bro. I'm literally in competition with all of YouTube, whether I like it or not, you know? And that's the reality. Longevity is something that I idolize in people because it shows character. It shows that you have discipline. It shows that you can control yourself. It shows that you have a fucking future. It shows that you have fucking goals. It's like the stock market. If a fucking company has proven time and time again, year after year, that they're stable, that the candlesticks keep going up, that they're in the green light, that they're paying out dividends, they're not going broke, nigga, you gonna trust that? You gonna invest in that company, my nigga? You gonna invest in that company, my nigga? Longevity is something that people look at and they say, yo, this guy has a story. This guy has a story. This guy has a damn fucking story. And that's something I've always idolized. It's one thing to identify a problem. It's another thing to act on the problem. Let's take Giannis, for example. Giannis is at the point of his career where he's stagnant. He has to make a difficult decision. He's played in Milwaukee for 15 years? And at this point in his career, he's won a championship. I think he has an MVP. I don't know. But now, them fans are booing him. What seed are they? First of all, what seed are they? So yeah, the Bucks are the 12th seed. The Bucks are the 12th seed. Giannis needs to make a decision. Alright? But first of all, before he even makes the decision, you have to figure out what his goal is. You have to figure out, he needs to figure out what his goal is. Is his goal to win another championship? Is his goal to just get a buttload of money? Is his goal to get paid, my nigga? What's his goal? Is his goal to make his teammates better? What's his goal? Let's say, I'd like to think every NBA player wants to win a championship. So if his goal is to win a championship and his team is duds, his choices are, you make your team fucking better, or you leave the fucking team and go to a place where you can possibly win a championship. Those are his decisions. Now, when he acts on one or the other, now he must solve the problems within that choice that he made. So let's say he decides to stay. Now he needs to make his teammates better, find better shot selections, find better positions. What positions are my teammates comfortable in when they have the ball? How do they like to, do they have a tendency to drive to the basket and get scared when a nigga comes behind him? Do they have tendencies to hold the ball for too long? Why are we losing games? What's stopping us from winning a championship? These are the questions you must ask yourself when you think about longevity, when you think about how long can my career go for. A nigga doing YouTube, for example. He doing YouTube, he fucking posts this every day. He's monetized, but he's not getting paid. He's not getting paid as much. He needs to make, what's his goal? He wants to make more money. He wants to do YouTube full time. He wants to do YouTube full time. Identify the goal. Identify the goal. Look at reality. Reality is the key to longevity. And every time I get the chance to have these conversations with myself, it's always in a state of mind where I'm relaxed. I turn off the TV, I turn off all distractions, and I can just talk. And I can just think freely. That alone is a product of longevity. That alone is a piece to the puzzle. Because if you cannot ignore the distractions in your life, then how are you going to focus on your goal? Do you even have a goal? If you don't have a goal, what's the point of life? If you don't have a purpose, why are you living? If you don't have a goal, there's no such thing as longevity. Because what are you living long for? What are you doing? What are you doing that's lasting long? Identify the goal. Look at reality in the face. And fucking act on that shit. And only you have the ability to detect and remove the problems in your way. That's how I like to see longevity. Longevity is beautiful. It's beautiful, because when things get old, but they're still here, it makes them so rare. It makes something so rare, something so precious. When you have a girlfriend that stayed with you for 10 years, she's still beautiful. She's still the same girl that you met when you were fucking 19, living in fucking dorm off ramen noodles, and she's still with you now. She cooking 5-star steaks and shit. Oh, longevity is gorgeous, brother. You gon' wish you. But the thing is, everyone's gonna look on the outside and think, oh, everything is so picture perfect. But what problems did they have to overcome in order to get to where they're at? What realities did they have to look in the eye? Nobody thinks about what happened in between. Nobody even knows 100% about what happens in between. When you hear these stories about celebrities doing this, that, and Diddy doing this, that, nobody knows what Diddy really did. Nobody knows how it actually was inside those Diddy parties, except for the niggas in the Diddy parties. You know what I mean? Nobody really cares about the sauce in between. They care about where you'll eventually be. One of my goals is definitely getting better at articulating myself. I want to make a video where like I don't even need to cut out my stuttering and shit. I could just like flow into it, because imagine how much time that would save. And because it's saving time, it's boosting my longevity, because I can get more videos out, and I get more videos out, I get more recognized. I get more recognized, I can last longer in this competition that is YouTube. That's how it is, bro. And you better stay ahead of the race, my nigga. People don't see the editing. People don't see the editing, okay? People see the video from the start to the finish, if they even get to the finish. How long can you capture their attention span? How long can you capture their attention span? Maybe I have to articulate myself differently. Maybe I have to speak more faster. Maybe I have to speak slower. Maybe I have to look at the camera more. I know I definitely need to look at the camera more. Even someone told me that, and I actually took their advice. You know, it was really nice. But the art of longevity. I think longevity is beautiful in so many scenarios. I think that should be everyone's goal. But it's a goal inside a goal. It's a goal inside a goal, because without your dream to become a scientist or a doctor or a fucking entrepreneur, there is no longevity. What are you preparing for the long run for? What are you in the long run for? So yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to add information that's not useful. It's just a conversation that I had with myself that I thought I should share to the world. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you took something out of it. And once again, Gringy out.